Today we're going to be talking about profiting from your card collection, part 2, the influence of the Panini Card Company on the baseball card market. So Panini became the world's largest trading card company, and it began with 4 brothers in Italy in 1961. And the Panini brothers started out by selling books, comics, magazines, stickers, and trading cards. In 2000, they became exclusive in terms of partnering with the NBA and being the sole company that had the NBA license. So they hold almost 100% of the market. In 2009, the Panini company acquired Donruss Playoff and began into the world of the baseball cards. 2009 also, they acquired the NFL and NFL Players Association license and formed Panini America, which was 50% of the market. In 2010, they acquired the NHL and the National Hockey League Players Association license. And all this was under the careful eye of the CEO, Mark Warsop. Panini is relatively a newcomer to the baseball card market. And they began in 2012 exclusively licensed with agreement with the USA Baseball for trademark. They started making Major League Baseball cards in 2012 with the Prizm brand. Prizm is considered the best of the Panini card brands for base sets. Cemented itself as one of the few competitors to last to this day and challenge Topps in terms of sales and popularity. Panini NBPA, or the National Basketball Players Association, deal ends in 2025, and Panini's NFL Players Association deal finishes in 2026. So one of the problems that has occurred in the course of the baseball cards, and certainly the market itself, is that the market became saturated with too many products, and the bubble burst and companies began to fold. Pinnacle went out of business in 1998. Pacific closed shop in 2001. The 1996 Donruss was bought out by Playoff in 1996. Fleer went bankrupt in 1998, and its assets were purchased by the Upper Deck Company. Upper Deck loses its MLB license in 2009. Panini acquires Playoff and Donruss in 2009. In 2021, it's announced that Topps lost its right to produce MLB baseball cards beginning in 2025. And 2022, Fanatics acquires Topps and becomes the only fully licensed producer of baseball cards. So we're left now with 2 basic card companies, Panini, which goes under the logo Panini Donruss, and Topps, which is now under the ownership of the Fanatics company. Another way of kind of reviewing what happened during this time with Donruss and then Panini is Donruss began in 1954 as a card company. In 1981, Donruss produced its first annual set. In 1983, it combines with Leaf. In 1986, Pinnacle comes on board. 1988, Score comes on board, becomes part of the Pinnacle company. In 1990, Donruss and Leaf merge with Pinnacle. And in 1996, Pinnacle acquires Donruss. In 1998, the Pinnacle company declares Chapter 11 bankruptcy. 1998, Pinnacle then is acquired by Playoff, and we have Players Donruss, which is trademarks for the Score, Pinnacle, Leaf, and Donruss brands. 2005, Major League Baseball declines to renew Donruss Playoff license. 2009, Donruss is bought off by Panini. Panini allows Donruss to return under its label in 2014. And eventually, Panini has various brands, including Prizm, Donruss, Diamond King, Select, Optic, Flawless, and NFT brands. So looking at the cards, when the Prizm began to produce, you will see that they go from 2012 to 2021 with different designs, as you can see through the years. Panini brands include Donruss Baseball, Select Baseball, Diamond Kings Baseball, Prizm Baseball, Mosaic Baseball, Flawless Baseball, Contenders Baseball, and Chronicle Score Baseball. So there are basically, in 2021, about 8 brands within the Panini company. Panini Baseball blaster boxes come out, as well as Panini Select blaster boxes, as well as Panini Mosaic blaster boxes. Now, these particular boxes in 221 contain 3 packs of baseball containing 8 cards per pack, 1 autograph or memorabilia card per pack, and they sold for retail $20 plus shipping and handling, which made each card approximately $1. However, some of these cards were capable of being sold on the market, secondary market, for up to $200. And they were so popular that there were long lines of people waiting for stores to open like Walmart to basically claim their packages of these baseball blasters. These blasters showcase a 250 card base set featuring legends, current stars, and rookies that are ticketed to be future impact players in the league. So the Panini has an assortment of cards in 2021 that have parallels, as we mentioned in previous presentations, and they all are many times in the same picture of the player, but different designs on that pack. And these are the various designs that appeared. And it was also kind of put into a tier kind of formation, where the higher the tier, the more valuable the card. So tier 1, the base set, then tier 2, worth a little more, and then tier 3, worth the most. And these are the variations that we begin to see of these particular cards. Many of these cards are chrome or refractors, different designs, like at the top, the snake particular design. And so there are many different designs for the same particular player in the same particular photograph on the same card. Panini, are there consequences to not having an NBL license? And that is something that's disputed by many collectors that kind of comment that Panini isn't a highly collectible brand compared to Topps because of their Major League Baseball non-license issue. So there are cards that are licensed, and many are of the college logos. And so on these cards, you can see the logo of the particular college on the hat, on the jersey, and also the logo plate. But compare this to the Major League Baseball cards, and you're going to see kind of 2 presentations. One is called the rear view, which the logo is hidden by using the player's rear view image, and logo on the plate is blank. So here we have the back to the photo, as well as not having what team this particular player plays for. So there's no indication of that because they do not have the Major League Baseball license. Another is what is often referred to as a pajama card. The players' logos have been photoshopped off the helmet and jersey and the logo plate. So here we have a player, again, not knowing what team he's on because it's not present on the helmet or the cap or the jersey, nor the logo plate. So this, for some, tends to detract away from the quality of the Prizm or Panini cards, and is some concern to some people. However, there are a plethora of sports licenses and trademarks that are accessible to the Panini America company. And these include the NFL, the NBA, the WNBA, soccer, college baseball, hockey, NASCAR, and so forth. And so there are plenty of potential for Panini to come up with various cards in other sports in other categories. In fact, Panini showed great success in the 1970s as they had stickers and the World Cup soccer, which worldwide is called football. And they produced these self-adhesive stickers as opposed to glue. So that was kind of some innovation that they created with stickers, that they were just self-adhesive and required no glue. And we had soccer stickers of the players in the various teams that played in the World Cup. In fact, it was so popular that there were cards, not cards, but stickers of Pele, as well as in 2016, the well-known soccer player Ronaldo was actually paid $170,000 for signing 1,000 of those stickers. And as we look at the growth of the sport in terms of the interest in the playing cards, it looks as though soccer is way at the top in terms of its increase in growth. And certainly many of these different sports have experienced significant growth. But then on the long list of these sports, we have baseball still at the bottom. So there was an interesting novelty that Panini came out with in 2012, 2013, where they developed a specialized card called the Flawless. And this particular brand has sold for as much as $1,200 and currently $2,000 per pack, which are really called cases, but in a sense, they're packs. So they're contained in a metal briefcase, of which there are 10 cards that are in heavy plastic folders, and their inaugural sets sold for $1,200 retail. Each of these packs or cases contain 7 autograph cards and 2 relic cards. A real diamond or emerald is embedded into one of these cards, as shown in these basketball players, with a certificate of authenticity that the diamond and emerald are real. There was no more than 25 cards made of each player produced. And in 2016, the inaugural baseball card came out at $1,500 per case or per pack. And in 2021, that price has risen to $2,000 per case or per pack. So a very expensive, but a kind of a highly volatile market in terms of investments, considering the price of these cards. Prizm Baseball is also gotten into the NFT biochain packs, in other words, a digital card market. So there was originally the Panini digital apps for football and for basketball, the Panini Blitz and the Panini Dunk. And then there was the Prizm Baseball NFT blockchain, which included base, whammy, silver Prizm cards digitally on the computer. And these have really expanded also into green ice, the color blast, the gold Prizm, and the gold vinyl Prizm. So lots of kind of nuances within this particular card company, especially from the aspect of investors and high-end cards. So the value of some of what Panini markets is out of the company's control. So it's incredible how the market has exploded specifically for certain cards that are available through Panini. One of these was the LeBron James triple logo man card, which sells for $2.4 million. Then there is the 2021 Panini Flawless Football Hobby Box, which sells for $10,000, almost $600. And much of the value in these high-end market collectible business is driven not just by what Panini has contributed to it, but also the secondary market. So when we look at the secondary market over the last, let's say, 5 or 6 years, we see there has been significant growth and potential for reaping high profits. If we look at the 5-year performance of sports cards from 2017 to 2022, we'll see sports cards far outranks the increase in profits in terms of sports cards versus S&P 500 versus gold and versus bond. So all that sounds great, and the secondary market is moving this forward for reasons we'll talk about in a future YouTube. But here's what also has happened, that we've experienced recently a crash. How did we get here? And the recession and the bubble and beyond, and our sports cards dead. So this is a consideration in terms of the volatility of the card market and sales. And no one really knows in terms of what will happen next, but there's many people who just enjoy the art of the hunt and the speculation. So if you are interested in learning additional information about the baseball card industry, the history of baseball cards, profiting and investing in baseball cards, or ideas to bring the fun back into collecting, be sure to follow us below. Feel free to view our library of YouTube videos, and please take a moment to hit the subscribe button. Also, check out our eBay store where we have available for sale many of the cards shown in these videos. So we'll talk to you later. Take the rest of the day off. Farewell.